Hey guys, today I'll be reading Diary of Wimpy and by Rodrick. It's a fan-made LLB. It's really good. I've read it before. So, I'll go now. Wednesday. I know I complain a lot about how hard middle school is, but high school is even worse. So much, in fact, that I haven't actually written this thing for what feels like years, just because of how overworked I've been. Well, that and the fact that nothing's been going since the whatevers got arrested by Interpol and Albert Sandy left town without saying a word. Guys, I think you should read The Mystery of Albert Sandy. I'll leave the link for this and the mystery in the chat. Not the chat, I mean the comments. Basically, I've just been hanging out with Rowley and Holly, and apart from the excessive amounts of homework we've been getting, everything is fine. At least it was until now. I forgot to mention this earlier, but Rodrick somehow graduated from high school. Wait. Oh, so Greg's in high school.
There's Matthews.
Mom, I'm reading this. I thought for sure that he was going to end up at the local community college, but he managed to surprise all of us. I'm taking a year gap. I was pretty shocked that Rodrick's planning on spending an entire year volunteering and working, but then he told us that he wanted to see if his band could make it big within the next year, that he only planned on going to college if his initial plan fell through. Put lightly, Mom and Dad weren't impressed with Rodrick's plan, resulting in a huge argument. In the end, Rodrick packed up his drums and went to crash at Bill's place. I hadn't seen him since then, and I was not expecting him to return so soon. Why, hello, my dear brother. Guys, I'm not going to spoil it, but this book is crazy. To be honest, I wasn't expecting Rodrick to change his appearance either. He'd really grown his hair out. He was a lot thinner than the last time I'd seen him. I guess he hadn't bothered with eating or getting haircuts since he was so preoccupied with his band, but it was still very strange. The other thing I could gather from Rodrick's time away is that he either crashed or broke his van because he's very intent on begging Mom for money so he could buy another one. So could I get some money to buy a new van? Eventually, Mom reminded Rodrick that since he took a gap year, I think I said year gap before.
Oh, gap year, you know what it is?
Yeah. Mom, I'm reading this book. Sorry, everyone. It's recording.
Oh, my God.
Eventually, Mom reminded Rodrick that since he took a gap year, he had more than enough time to get a job. Even though Rodrick went down to the basement where he thought he was going to stay for the rest of the day, sadly, that wasn't the case. Usually, Rodrick only comes into my room so he can screw with me, but this time he was just standing right behind me as I scrolled through social media. He was so quiet. Then I didn't realize he was in there until he opened his mouth. Whoa, is that stuff real? In case you're wondering, I was looking at a photo of a girl dressed as one of those villains from the new Twisted Wizard game. I remember Rodrick saying that cute girls only did this to get tons of losers like me. So who knows why he was suddenly interested in this stuff. Thursday. Although Rodrick left me alone for the rest of last night, his behavior got even weirder. It all started this morning when I heard a knock at the door. I guess Rodrick never told Bill where he'd gone because he came over to our house to look for him. After Rodrick emerged from the basement, I left him to work things out with Bill. Unfortunately, this resulted in a huge argument. It's like, Bill, I'm an inexperienced drummer and I can't even beat Rock Band And I can even beat Rock Band. How do expect me? It says how do expect me to It should say how do you expect me? It says how do you expect me to continue like this? Rod, what happened to you? I thought we'd keep doing this for the rest of our lives. You used to be my friend. No, seriously, I can't do this anymore. Rock and roll is so last year, and I'd rather start a boy band or something. Oh my god, Rodrick is like so sus. Plus, you can see they just like put a girl hair palette on him. And just did an ear. Bill took off as soon as he heard that, muttering something about how the heart and soul of Load Diaper had died. Oh my god, what is wrong with Rodrick? Boy band drives downstairs? One sec, guys, let me see how many more pages there are, because this is so weird and bad. I can't believe I just witnessed Rodrick giving up playing the drums and Loaded Diaper in favor of starting a boy band. In fact, I wasn't actually sure if I'd hallucinated the whole thing until I came home from school. Oh, God. I didn't see Rodrick for the rest of the day as he was in the basement judging the additions. That meant... What?
Audition.
I said auditions. That meant that I had to spend hours listening to raspy-voiced idiots singing awful covers of already terrible pop songs. Tell me why I'm stuck with a ridden with rage. Tell me why, so I need a cute girl my age. I didn't even know why I did that, guys. God, look at that. Look at him. Look at that, like, guy. Wait, this book. Oh my god, there's 34 pages. On the plus side, I think I found something worse than listening to Loaded Diaper practice. Oh! It was almost midnight by the time Rodrick picked out his members, though from what I could tell, they weren't exactly prime boy band materials. I can't picture too many girls getting excited over Mr. Nern, Christopher Ziegel, and Eric Hulbert, but maybe Rodrick's time to find a new whatever. Sorry, I'm not such a good reader. Either that or he's so stupid he doesn't understand how boy bands work. Given everything else he's done lately, I suspect the latter. I barely got any. Oh my god, guys, do you see that heart rate down there? I know that's just from like MGR whatever, but it looks like. Friday. I barely got any sleep yesterday. It's like, so I'll read to page 10 and then I'll do this in separate videos. I barely got any sleep yesterday because Rodrick and his new bandmates spent several hours trying to write a song before Dad finally kicked them out of the house at 2 a.m. As a result, I forgot to tell Rowley and Holly about Rodrick, and I was in for a nasty surprise at lunch. Did you hear there's going to be a live performance in the cafeteria? Yo, 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 check it. I crossed my fingers and prayed that Rodrick and his new band went waltz into the middle of the cafeteria. Unfortunately, that's what happened. What's up, kids? You ready to rumble? Rodrick and his goons then turned on some music and danced around. Though, to be honest, their idea of dancing was pretty pathetic. Yo, 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 check it. Stop. Oh my god, why is he sweating? Honestly, the whole... It's like... Honestly, the whole thing was really boring, and I eagerly anticipated a teacher telling Rodrick and his friends to leave. Oh, yay! Go whoever that was. I love that guy. Guys, is that the picture on the cover? Rodrick running like that. Oh, with his pants pulled down. However, the performance was mercifully cut short after some guy pantsed Rodrick. Zip. Hey! Rodrick tried to chase the guy, but the teachers had learned about his plan, and it was all over for him. Rodrick and his goons were then escorted out of the cafeteria by a bunch of teachers. I'm not sure what happened next, but I'm pretty sure all 4 of them got permanently banned from the school's premises. Oh, and they ended up on the evening's news. No, seriously, can you imagine these guys showing up at your high school? I know, when we received word that one of the guys is 32 years old. Yes, 32 years old. Rodrick always said he wanted to make it big on TV, but I don't think this is quite what he envisioned. I spent all morning trying to find out why Rodrick changed so much during his time away, but I started off by looking in his room, but I didn't find anything of note in there. Well, apart from a couple of Playboys. Okay, guys. Oops, I read to page 11. I will also put the link in the description. See ya. Bye. I'm Rodrick.